Hi, I'm Mike with River King Outdoors and your Monday fishing report. Okay, want to get started with a couple of things here to let you know that we are taking bookings for our all-inclusive lodge. That's 3 days of fishing, 3 nights, all your meals, everything's included. It's all inclusive, even your fishing license, everything's inclusive for this package. You can get more information on this package here to stay at our beautiful waterfront lodge here on the Colorado River in Bullhead City. We'll be fishing both all three. Lake Mead, Lake Mojave, and Lake Havasu, targeting striped bass, largemouth bass, and smallmouth bass. Second, we have a mixed lodge that we're offering for this November. We're offering 2 of those. That's for November with duck hunting, goose hunting, and fishing. We're limiting that to 2. That's right, 2 guests. So a nice little private. We have 2 of those available for November. Again, more information on this website here. And we have opened up November for single day hunts for our waterfowl hunts. The marsh last season did not have water, so November wasn't so hot around here. But now that the water issue has been squared away, it is full and will be full at its fullest in 10 years for this November. So we're opening up our hunts to be booked for November. January and December are just about booked up for both single day hunts and lodge hunts. We do have 1 lodge left available for January. And then we've got a lodge stay available for December for 2 people. There's already 2 people booked on that hunt, and there's room for 2 more. Again, we have a few single day hunts available for December and January, and we just opened up this morning hunts for single day hunts and a couple of lodge hunts in November. Again, more information to book right here. And again, our guided fishing trips, you can also get information on these websites if you'd like to come fish with us. All right, let's get down to business. So the bite has been absolutely incredible this past week. I am fished out, my calves hurt, I am sunburned. It has been phenomenal out there. So we're gonna start off up at Lake Mojave. The smallmouth bite is back on. We did have a lot of fish in post spawn, and they got into a little bit of a funk where some of them were a little bit finicky. But now with this full moon starting to come in, we've got more moon out there, and a new wave of fish have moved shallow. And you're going to see a lot of them on beds. Some are fry garters, and some are the males who have just made beds. And a lot of these fish, there was a good crankbait bite about a week ago. The last few days we've been getting finesse fishing, dropping shot, the normal morning dawn colored 4-inch and 6-inch robo worm straight worms, and also Demiki rigs in various setups with just the ball head jig and getting those on live scope. There's a lot of fish out in that on those deeper main lake points and ledges in 20 to 30 feet of water. That's where you're going to find the bigger fish. There are quite a few fish in the coves, in the back of the coves, but those are the smaller grade fish. They're pretty much biting on everything in the back of the coves, so you can play around with your baits. There's even a topwater bite going on. And this, usually we break up the report going, from Cottonwood Cove, Catherine's Landing, Princess Cove area, but it's all the same right now. It's on fire, so get out there and get some of those bass. The water temps are moving up. We found 72 degrees yesterday out there. So, so anywhere from about 68 to 72. You find that right around 70, that's where we were getting the most bites. However, we're finding the fish everywhere. And again, those bigger grade fish are out on a little bit deeper, out on those main lake points, so meaning the points that stick out into the main lake, not so much inside the cove. Striper bite has been phenomenal too up there on the lake. If you can find them, again, deep trolling, A-rigs, swim baits, jerk baits, that's been how they've been taken. So yeah, the striper bites are starting to show. Found a few boils on those day before yesterday out there, and that was up more towards Cottonwood. I am going to move back up to Willow Beach. They have been stocking trout, and again, the trout, those are being taken on night crawlers, the Meps, Rooster Tails, any brand of those Rooster Tails are going to work, and power bait. Striper bite's been taken off up there as well. Guys are getting them from the bank. You don't necessarily need a boat. Fish within a half-mile of that boat ramp where they stock the trout, and you're going to get in on some stripers. Cut anchovies are even working on those. All right, so now we're going to move down further down from the Davis Dam south on the river in the Laughlin and Bullhead area. The striper bite on the river is absolutely crazy. Tons of schoolie fish. You're going to catch quite a few of those. Look for the deeper pockets where there's current break and eddies. Casting jerk baits, crankbaits, and cut anchovies are working from the bank. For those bigger fish, glide baits and swim baits are working. Anywhere from a small swim bait, 4 inches of the soft plastic small ones like the Kitex, all the way up to hard baits in the 12-inch, Huddleston's, everything's working. And there's a lot of smallmouth, either the smaller rat-sized one in that half-pound to 1.5-pound range on the river where you find riprap and rocky banks. And you can finesse fish those, drop shotting, or dark colored crankbaits in craw and bluegill color are getting those smallmouth. It's a great time to be out there fishing. Pretty much everything's on fire right now. Again, get out there and fish. If you're interested in any of our hunting or fishing trips, staying at our lodge, or single day trips, more info at this website and that one as well. So let's get on to the weather part. Weather's been heating up. Looks like we have light winds for the next week, next 7 to 10 days. A lot of these mornings are dead calm with just a slight breeze in the afternoon. Temps are in the high 90s now. Although this weekend we're going to get partly cloudy with a small chance of rain, and temps are going to drop down to those lower 80s, and then Monday, Tuesday going to be right back up in there. All right, folks, get out there and fish. Now is the time before it's too hot out there. The fish are biting, everything's working, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.